Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. Today we are doing something that I've always wanted to try ever since I got a smoker, and we're finally doing it today. I'm trying my very own homemade smoked bacon. Now, smoking bacon at home is a little bit of a process. I actually started this process about a week ago, which I'll show you in just a minute. But I'm really excited to try this because now we're at the point where the pork belly that we're using for the bacon has cured. It's ready to go in the smoker and it's going to be incredible. So I can't wait for you to see it. So let's get started. All right, like I said, this process started about a week ago. The footage you're looking at right now is from 1 week ago where I had this beautiful pork belly. Now this pork belly is about 5 pounds and it came from Strip District Meats in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The best butcher around. You gotta check them out online. So in order to cure it, we need to mix together a few things. So I started with about 1.5 cups of salt. This is just regular kosher salt. About 3/4 cup of coarse ground black pepper. About 3 tablespoons of paprika, and about 3 tablespoons of pink curing salt #1. You want to make sure that you have this particular type of curing salt, and that's what's going to help this pork belly to cure. So we're going to mix that in, and then I just used my hand to mix all of that together. Once it was all mixed, I took the pork belly and just seasoned it heavily on both sides with that combination, and just made sure to massage it in there, really get it on all the sides, the outsides, and everything too. Now traditionally you're going to want to put this in a large Ziploc and put it in your refrigerator. I didn't actually have a Ziploc that was large enough, and I actually had trouble finding one locally. So I used a big foil pan with a lid, and then essentially just sit that in the refrigerator, and every day I would come back and flip it over once and just repeat that process for a week. You could do up to 2 weeks, but I just did a week. And so now let's come back to the present, and here is our pork belly that's been curing for 1 week, and let's take a look at it. There it is. Now you can see the color on this is quite different than when we started, and that's because of that curing salt. You can see there's a little puddle of moisture there, and that's just because, again, that salt, that mix that we put on there has really pulled a lot of that moisture out. You can see it over here on the sides too, but that's exactly what we want. So the next step from here is I'm going to take this pork belly inside. I'm going to wash it really good, get all of the stuff off of it, which we want. We're going to add one more thing to it a little bit later, but before we do that, I want this to come up to room temperature. Okay, so I'm going to go inside, rinse it all off, bring it to room temperature, and then we'll be back and I'll show you what we're going to do. All right, my pork belly has come up to room temperature. It's all dry. So now I'm going to stick it in the upper smoking chamber in my Pit Boss Platinum Series Lockhart. Right there in the middle. And I'm going to leave it there probably about 5 hours or so. Now this is not cooking the bacon. This is basically getting it that nice smoky flavor. And before I close this up, I'm going to add one more little thing, and that is a layer on the top of coarse ground black pepper. This is an optional step, but one that I'm going to take here. Love a good like peppery bacon. All right, and there we go. Let's close it up. All right, it's been about 6 total hours, and there's our pork belly. Not much to look at yet, although you can tell that it's really dry from smoking, and you can see the color is a little bit different. You can even see right here just the difference, that darkened color just from sitting in the smoke for that long. So now it's time to take what is currently pork belly and turn it into bacon. So I'm going to start by slicing directly down the middle of this pork belly, because nobody wants a slice of bacon that's that long. So here we go, right down the middle. Just like that. There we go. That looks like bacon. Now the beauty of this is that you can slice your bacon exactly like you like it. If you like it thick, slice it thick. If you like it thin, slice it thin. So I'm going to come in here and just give me a couple of slices that are, you know, sort of that thick. I do like a thicker cut bacon. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Now remember, this bacon is not cooked currently, so we're still going to take it and we're going to put it in a cast iron to actually fry it up. Take a little bit off this side as well. Oh man, it looks good. All right, so there's a few slices. We'll take that for now. gonna take the rest of this pork belly, take it inside, put it in foil, stick it in the freezer. All right, so here I have my 12-inch cast iron pan, and I'm gonna fry up this bacon that we just sliced. It's gonna be incredible. I'm just waiting for the heat to get to the point where the pan starts to smoke. That's how we know it's gonna be ready. All right, we're pretty hot in that pan, so let's go ahead and put our bacon in. Yeah, there we go. Now, we know about bacon that it has a pretty high fat content, so we don't need any oil or anything like that in the pan. All right, there we go. Now I can already see, I don't know if you can or not, but there's some of that fat is rendering right here in this area. It's starting to sweat a little bit. And man, if I could explain this smell to you, I wish that I had the correct words to explain what this smells like right now, but man, it's peppery, bacony goodness. And I'll do to that fat in the bacon, it is gonna shrink. You know this if you've ever made bacon before. It always comes out smaller than when it started. Let's have a little look-see here. Oh man, look at that. Let's flip it. Wow, look at that color. Beautiful. Oh man, does that look amazing or what? All right, let's go ahead and take this off, and then we're gonna try it. Oh, can't wait. All right, and here we have it. Look at that beautiful bacon. All right, it's time to try this homemade smoked bacon. Now this has taken over a week, right? So we cured it a week ago. It's been sitting there for a week, rotated it every single day, came out today, smoked it for about 5 hours, and then threw it in a cast iron pan at a really, really hot temperature. And now I'm ready to try it. It looks incredible. Here we go. Homemade smoked bacon. Mmm. Oh. Yum, yum, yum. Holy smokes. Put that on a breakfast sandwich for me. Give me an egg, some cheese. This bacon, oh yes. It's very smoky, which I love. It's peppery because of that pepper we added. It's not overly salty. It's actually the perfect amount of saltiness. Well, hey, listen, if you have the opportunity to do this, you gotta try it. Get yourself some pork belly, make this bacon out of it, and listen, it is a process. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. It took a long time, but it's something that you gotta try because of just how good this is. And plus the fact that, like, you know you made it yourself. It's so good. Well, thank you once again for tuning in to the Holy Smokes Barbecue channel. If you like this video, make sure that you click that thumbs up to give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Visit holysmokesbbqchannel.com for all of my sauces and rubs that you can buy yourself and have them shipped directly to you. And definitely check out one of these other 2 videos of some incredible things that we've made here outdoors on the smoker, and I will see you next time.